Alright guys, welcome to
Hell's Gate.
Hey guys, what's up? Ken here.
Darcy here.
And we got Mike in the back again, and we're behind the haunts.
So today we're visiting Hell's Gate. This is in Lockport, Illinois, and it's considered the sister house to Statesville Haunted Prison.
This is our first time going to this haunted house. We actually just arrived, and it's huge, and getting here is the scariest thing in the world.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some good footage to show you guys of the creepy path that we had to take to get to Hell's Gate.
If your directions tell you to go next to a railroad track, do not listen to the directions. Go on their website and look it up. We drove next to a railroad track. I should have got this on video. Yeah, so it said authorized vehicles only. We kept going, and it looked like a scene out of It. And then we came up to a bridge. We got out of the car, stepped on the bridge. We thought the bridge was gonna break with us just standing on it. So we turned the car around and we found the right way. So we're here.
Later we were told, luckily we did not drive on that bridge, so don't go on the bridge. You'll know it when you see it.
Walk on the bridge, don't drive on it.
Yes.
If you're walking here.
If you're walking here, you've got some problems.
Yeah, if you drive over that bridge, it probably leads to nowhere, actually. So, sorry. Anyways, guys, so yeah, again, it gets pretty scary getting here, but we made it.
We're gonna go inside, we're gonna see who we can interview and what behind the scenes footage we're gonna get, and then we will go through Hell's Gate for the first time.
We'll see you then.
Bye!
Hey guys, we're here at Hell's Gate with the makeup manager, Anthony, and we're gonna ask him a few questions right now. All right, so how long have you been a makeup artist for?
I've been doing makeup for about 8 or 9 years now. I started working at Dreamweaver's Haunted House in Ohio, RIP. And then I came over to Statesville, and then I was given the makeup manager position here in Hell's Gate.
Oh wait, how long have you been the manager?
This will be my 3rd year managing here, but I managed here at Statesville.
Oh, okay. Do you do both at the same time, or do you?
So I'm kind of like the overlord of both haunted houses. I kind of manage both of them. But I have a manager that takes care of Statesville for me while I'm here.
Okay, yeah.
So we both supervise.
I think we met her yesterday.
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel.
She's
Yeah.
amazing. I love her.
Yeah. So what time do you usually have to get here at? How long are you here for?
Call time here for us is usually around like 4, 3:30, so we're in between there. Just so we can make sure all of our stations are set up and everything's taken care of, so that when the kids start to show up.
And how many people do you make up a day?
Anywhere between 115 to 130.
So is it like a cycle? Basically, you make up the person a little bit and then they move on to the next chair, or do you yourself?
So what we'll do is we have someone set up doing silicone, so we don't do any latex form or just wax anything here. We don't do any foam, so we do everything in silicone. So we'll sit with our silicone girl Jen, and then they'll come to us once they're pierced, and we'll do the full makeup and send them on their way. So we each do about maybe 15 to 20 people a night.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I have about 7 artists doing makeup every day.
That's awesome. And does pineapple go on pizza?
Yeah, hell yeah, it does.
It does? Okay, cool. Thank you. And that's
Alright, so we got Johanna here. She's the costume manager, correct?
Yes.
So if you want to maybe just give us a little rundown on what you do here at Hell's Gate.
So at Hell's Gate here, it's kind of unique because we do a period piece here. So unlike our other house where we're setting people in jumpsuits and sending them on their way, I've got a team here that help, and we accessorize people in period accurate costumes and do a lot of really character specific designs.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, it's cool. It's really next level.
And how long have you been doing this for?
I think I've been haunting. This is my 13th or 14th year doing it
Oh,
now.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So were you at Statesville previously before coming here? Or?
Yeah, I made the move. So.
Yeah. They were asking over there, what would you say your craziest story that you've had in all of your experience? Whether it's with an actor or a customer or...
Oh, that's a broad question.
Something funny?
Just the general reaction, the things you learn about people when they're at their most vulnerable. My favorite thing, and this is a reoccurring thing, but it always makes me happy, is when I see parents use their children as shields, which I've seen over the years a lot. And it's not just something that's happened once, it happens often. So the little things like that to me are the most exciting.
If you're a parent, don't use your kid as a shield. They're smaller than you.
My name is Dustin Broden. I've been working for Zombie Army for upwards of 6 years. I do what is called loading mostly, which is basically crowd control, making sure the customers are where they need to go, make sure they get the rules, and basically all of that. And as you can tell, my voice is kind of sore from doing all that.
We haven't been to HellsGate yet. We've gone to Statesville many years, and I'm sure there's people watching who haven't been to HellsGate yet. Maybe if you could explain some of the differences or similarities between HellsGate and Statesville.
Well, HellsGate and Statesville, it still has that zombie army touch. Everyone here works as a team. You can tell it by the actors when they attack the customers. And the difference is mostly, from what I've seen personally, Statesville is a lot more in your face, aggressive. This is more theatrical. We're telling a story here. A story that you'll want to hear, and that you'll want to hear. Good job.
So you guys had your opening night on Thursday, Friday, right?
Thursday.
So first weekend, how's it going?
Oh, it's beautiful. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. People are shuttling in, enjoying the haunt. And I love giving Chicago and the best show that we can give them. And this is the place to be.
3, 2, 1. Does pineapple go on pizza?
You know what? It's not my cup of tea, but whatever. However you like your pizza, that is up to you, my friends.
Here we go.
All right, well, thank you. We're excited. HellsGate tonight, we're going through.
Hey, I'm Tila. I am actor, social media manager, PR, photographer for Zombie Army Productions as a whole. Mostly working at HellsGate though.
HellsGate is the newer haunted house. It's, I guess you consider it the sister house to Statesville in a way?
Yeah, which is actually that's the perfect thing to call it, because our main antagonists are in fact the twin sisters. So calling us the sister to Statesville makes a lot of sense. Yeah, definitely.
So how did it come about? When did you guys start?
God, John Flamboy, brilliant twisted mind that he is, he had the idea for HellsGate a decade ago.
Really?
He's been sitting and stewing and coming up with ideas for it for 10 years and just never had the place, never had the money. All these things needed to kind of coalesce together in order for it to work. And one thing led to another. He found this little chunk of land out here in the woods. He managed to find an investor who was really gung-ho and loved John's ideas. And then it was finally the right time. We went through a horrible haunt family tragedy in 2014 when the Fear sank. Rest in peace. God, what a day. And then, a year later we had this property and we had started building, and 2 years later we were open, and it's just been insane. Like, he's been saving antiques and like hoarding things in his dad's basement, or go to estate sales and find things and just hide them in his dad's basement for 10 years. He's been collecting. It's been a long process.
So this is nothing new. This has been thought of for a while. So maybe if you want to talk about a little bit about the land, for people who haven't been here, it's quite the experience getting here. It's like a big forest and it's very scary.
So we're down in Lockport, and we're right along part of the I&M Canal. So we're off of Canal Street. You have to come down through downtown Lockport and kind of cross over the canal, and then it's down this back road. It's Canal Street, but we call it Murder Road because it's real effing scary, especially when it's dark and stuff. And like, you don't park on our property. We don't really have the space for parking right now. It's a pipe dream that maybe we can get there, but it kind of adds to it. You go to the Metro lot and on State Street in Lockport, you get on a bus, they shuttle you here, you get off in this abandoned lot, and you're stuck out in the woods. But the property is unlike anything I think I've ever actually seen. Like, it's a very unique piece of land in that, like, when we got here, basically we had to level the land. So like, there was like a big ridge, and we had to level it all out like 8 feet. So we dug down and cleared 8 feet of like topsoil and slag rock and all this other stuff to kind of level it out to where we could build a foundation and put the building up. And then it's a protected wetland, like we're on Park District property. So there's, tons of flora and fauna. We've got like tree frogs and flying squirrels that we'll find out there. Tons of different animals. There's these little swamps and ponds. You can go fishing. But then there are these rock outcroppings and these overlooks and these little bluffs and stuff. It's ridiculous. There's a big, huge hunk of stone out in the front of the house. That's such a huge piece of, I think it's limestone maybe? There's this huge piece of limestone, we call it the spine, out in front of the house. You'll see it when you go up there. We had to just leave it there. We couldn't dig it out. It was so big. And we just cleared it all, tore down a bunch of, gross, dead old scraggly trees, and just built this miraculous, huge chunk of building.
Definitely. When we were coming in, we actually were all saying the same thing. We're driving, we're like, wow, this is like it's meant to be a haunted house. You're not just in some suburban area and then boom, there's a haunted house. You look like you're going to a scary place.
It's spooky.
It really
it's
is.
Awesome.
Yeah. Does pineapple go on pizza, yes or no?
Yes, definitively.
Definitively, Hell's Gate, it goes on the pizza. So Dan is the security guy here at Hell's Gate.
A lot of things.
A lot of things. So if you want to tell us a little bit about the system you got running and...
Well, we've got this fantastic monitor system. We got cameras set up all through the house, different rooms, different angles. It serves a lot of purposes, the security purpose, and flow control for the guests, and make sure our actors are doing their job as well.
Do you ever see anything...
I don't know what you're going to finish with, but yes, all the time.
You do?
I don't know what that sentence is.
Wait, so I need to know. I need to know all
Anything
those
you bring up, I'm sure it happens. Let's go.
Off camera, we'll have to...
No, start a list. Go. What were you going to say?
Use the
We hear,
bathroom.
Statesville, we've heard people say that they've used the bathroom. People use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you actually can see it, though, on the... through the
A
cameras.
lot. Yeah.
Wow. So,
That's so fun.
you got a lot of these cameras inside the house.
Yes.
What do you do as far as outside the house? It looks like there's a lot of forest area where people can sneak in.
I've got cameras on the outside, but we also have more security than you know outside in the woods. We've got actors, we've got managers, we've got alphas, which are like these managers that manage the actors that the managers manage. They're between managers and actors.
Gotcha.
The diet managers.
Diet managers. I just called them assistant managers,
Yeah, there you
but
go.
diet
Assistant
manager is more
Diet
fun.
managers, it's got different sweetener in it. So.
All right, guys, welcome to
Hell's Gate.
All right, guys, we just got done at Hell's Gate. I had a lot of fun. It was actually pretty crazy. They put a lot of hard work into that house.
Yeah, this is, it's a newer haunt, and it doesn't feel like a newer haunt. It feels like they know exactly what they're doing the entire time. There's an amazing outdoor section you get to go through at the beginning.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah. Yeah, the attention to detail that this place has is incredible.
Yeah.
Their props are amazing. The actors, the hospitality was great.
Oh yeah, everyone was extremely nice.
It's like a big party. You roll up, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's a Sunday night. So when we came out of the back and we saw the regular line, it was Sunday. It's a Sunday, and it opened at 7. Right?
Yeah.
And we walked out at like 7:10. We're like, okay, maybe 10 people in line.
Yeah, no, there was like an hour wait probably already.
Yeah, probably more than that. And then not only that, there's a bus that takes you to that place. So where the buses originally pick you up is an even longer line.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my goodness. But yeah, and we understand why so many people line up.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you've seen what Zombie Army's done with Statesville, you're gonna love what they've done with Hell's Gate. It's a really good haunted house. If you live anywhere in the Midwest, you need to check it out. It is really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And just getting there is creepy too. Like I should have filmed it, but the adventure we had getting there today was crazy.
Yeah, the setting, they have the perfect setting for a haunted house. Yeah. It's amazing. You need to go check it out for yourself. Go to Hell's Gate.
Yeah. And Lockport, Illinois, same area as Statesville.
Yep.
So.
Go check them both out. They're both great. But check out Hell's Gate for sure.
Yeah. So we're Behind the Haunts, and we'll see you in the next one.